Now you're getting me concerned.
It'll be some time, but those shrimp are going to find their way out of you.
Well,
one way or
food
the other.
does.
It was very hot. It's been hot the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
It was. It's getting to that point.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting
full summer heat happening.
Yeah. June bug season is rearing its.
What is a June bug?
June bug. They're like
a ladybug.
Oh, yeah. You'll be shocked.
Like a mayfly?
Well, a mayfly. What is a mayfly?
I thought you told me about mayflies.
No, sir, I did not.
They're those flies that fly around near the street lights in like May, and there's a lot of them, and you go, oh, yuck.
You call those mayflies? I call them shad flies.
Oh, shag flies?
Shad. I call them shad. When I was younger, I called them shag flies.
I thought they were called shag flies. They're called shad flies?
I think they're shad flies.
Shad, like the host of CBC's Q?
Shad, like half of shadow.
Okay.
Well,
same thing.
A little more shadow.
Okay. But, anyway.
Those little guys, though. I'm sorry. We're gonna get the June bug.
June bug.
But back, I want to go to the shad flies, mayflies, whatever
shad
they
fly.
are. There's that period of a couple days where they just flood all the lights.
It's disgusting.
And then they die so quickly.
Yeah.
And I remember it'd be it's one of the most strangest feelings when you're walking into like a dépanneur, and they have signs on the window to please close the door quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in, and if you leave the door open, the person's yelling like, close the door, because they were in there with a broom brooming up shad flies. They're getting in, and they make this popping sound as their bodies pop. So when a car drives up,
yuck.
You can hear like pop, pop, pop. It's like they're rolling over
100 flies.
Well, what are those little
bubble paper? Bubble wrap.
Yeah. When I was younger, I used to think it was real fun. Me and my sister, we'd go outside and grab tons of them.
Oh, yeah.
And then go into my grandparents' house.
And release them?
And they had such a clean, like, beautiful home. And I was like, let's release these shad flies. Really mess with them. And so, yeah, they were not pleased. Not pleased, because those little things, they'll invade.
Yeah.
And then when they die, you got to scoop them up with a little shovel.
So June bugs.
June bugs, they're like
mosquitoes?
They're like big beetles. June bugs are like big beetles, and they leave
ladybugs?
June bugs leave their exoskeletons on the sides of trees and cement walls.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what the rest are. You know what ladybugs are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bigger
like
than
a cicada?
Cicadas.
Cicada?
Yeah, I think they look like the same thing.
You think they are the same thing?
Maybe, yeah.
That's why on those hot days in June you hear.
Yeah, I always call it the electric hum of summer.
I thought for a long time that it was the power lines.
Yeah.
Because I had power lines right behind my place growing up.
And you thought when it was really hot, they just
like they zapped out. And I was like, oh, they're using a lot of electricity right now, somebody.
That's not crazy. It's not crazy out. But you know what? It's a bug.
Living and learning about bugs. June bugs. Ladybugs.
Specifically
cicadas. Shad flies.
Yeah. Mayflies, as you call them.
Mayflies.
What were we talking about?
So it was really hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. Too hot. What do you do on a hot day? You don't go to Lerone to wait in lines all day.
No.
I know how much you love lines.
Hate
and
lines.
That's probably the only reason you go to Lerone, is because you just want to wait in lines.
Don't go because I hate lines.
Yeah. Well, this line started even before I was off the island of Montreal.
So you're in a car?
In a car.
On the road.
On the road.
And it's a traffic jam because they're slowly letting people into Lerone.
Well, at the time when you realize you're just following the car you're in front of or the car you're behind, once you realize that car is also heading to Lerone, and that's why you're going so slow, and it's like everybody's heading to that same bridge, and that bridge is just you're inching forward. You know it's going to be a bad day at Lerone.
Yeah, that's true.
And I have to imagine it was, because after at least 2.5 hours, possibly 3 hours of waiting to just get into the parking lot.
No way.
Oh, yes. Just on the bridge for, let's say, half an hour. Turning around, just inching. Like, okay, the car overheated. We have to pull off to the side.
Oh, man. That's weird that it overheated, considering it wasn't running really hard. It wasn't revving high.
The engine is running.
Yeah.
But there's no air pushing into the engine to cool it down.
Okay.
And the fan that's supposed to kick in is not fanning because it's broken. That's the fault of the car.
Okay.
So, I suggested pour some water on that bad boy, get it going again. Might not be the right thing to do. So we didn't do that. We also didn't have precious. We didn't want to waste the precious water because it was very hot.
Very hot. And you spent 2.5 hours in a car.
Yeah. And I was also on the phone with my sister at this time. She had made it in, but she was waiting hours and hours just to ride one ride.
Oh,
I was like, this is this. And she said, I've never seen so many people at LaRonde in all my life. She said, even the lines to get into the park once you were out of the parking lot were going onto the road. I was like, this sounds like an awful day.
So you're waiting in a line of cars to park.
Yeah.
To wait in a line to get into the park.
Yeah.
To wait in a line to park your butt in a roller coaster.
That lasts like 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're waiting probably a total of like 4 or 5 hours and paying whatever crazy price they charge for you to get in to ride like 2 roller coasters that day. Get frustrated, eat some cotton candy, and feel like, well, I guess it wasn't all a waste.
Maybe even get a sunstroke. Let the sun steal some precious vitamin D away from you. And then what do you have?
You got a tired person with a sunburn.
Yeah.
Maybe vomit. And not because of a roller coaster, because of the sun.
Exactly.
Curse you, sun. I've realized lately, as I was playing Mario 3, and in like 2 levels in that game, the sun appears and it starts swooping around and attacking you. And I find it very amusing that kids who would be inside playing video games all day might be scared of the sun.
Yeah.
And have a reason. Go, well, the sun is a bastard.
Oh, yeah.
He swoops down and attacks me. I don't want to see the sun ever.
Huh.
And that's why I'm so pale. Thanks, Mario.
You are super pale. I noticed
Very
that
pale.
under the those halogen lights or whatever. You really see it.
Oh yeah, I was wearing shorts today. First time wearing shorts this year, and those pasty legs of mine. I look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Woohoo! There you go.
So back to the round.
Well, I mean, we never made it in. We gave up. We're pretty here.
Car, it's too hot. You're waiting in line. Car overheats. Forget it.
We started fantasizing about it. Like, you know what? All these people are going to have a terrible time. They're just going to hate themselves.
That's a smart way to justify it.
And we're like, we're going to go. We're going to go for lunch in an air conditioned place. Maybe watch a movie, and not be here. You know? I
mean, I hate lines, so I would have hated that day. I would have been losing my mind just waiting in a car for 3 hours. Yeah. After 1 hour in the car, I would have said like, "Fuck it, I'm getting out. I'm walking home."
Yeah,
at least I'm moving. I won't mind if it takes me 2 hours to walk home because this is frustrating to not be doing anything.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm not a big roller coaster person. I don't love a roller coaster. I mean, I like the Monster because it's a rickety old roller coaster.
Yeah.
I feel like the fear that you have of that roller coaster is not from like any swoops or twirls it's doing. It's from the way it sounds like it's always about to break. Like that's the scary part of the Monster.
Yeah, you know it's going to break. You just don't know when.
That's right. It's a matter of time. The roller coaster I can't even handle is the Goliath. It just holds you in by your crotch. This little plastic piece holds you in by your crotch. And so you have no shoulder things to hang on to. And it's just such big drops. I one time went there with 2 friends of mine. One in the middle was just enjoying the roller coaster. Me on the right, every drop just started growling.
Is you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then on the ascension, as it comes back up from each dip, I'm catching my breath sounding like Animal from the Muppets. And then drops again. Meanwhile, the person on her left is just giggling like a maniac because he's enjoying that roller coaster. So she got the whole range of reactions to a roller coaster on her right to left of like I'm frustrated and angry at this drop, and someone who's actually enjoying it.
What would you enjoy in a roller coaster? I guess nothing, because you enjoy the loop-de-loops.
I like loop-de-loops. I mean, that's just such a big, hard, fast drop that I don't like it. But all the other ones that they have there, I had fun on. I really like the Monster though.
Yeah.
No loop-de-loops to freak you out. No twirls and twists. It's just moving and turning. It's It's like a crazy minecart or something.
Yeah. Well, this might interest you, or sway you even further off of the idea of the Goliath. But now they have these this Oculus stuff. You wear those goggles.
This virtual reality. It's happening.
Yeah, and you're in like a fighter jet as you're going down this Goliath. So you're not even seeing. You don't even know. You're looking at the world. You're feeling like you're in a fighter jet, like swooping down and doing whatever.
I don't know about that.
No. Well, try it out.
And it's made to go with it. So like the swoops that are. So when you're in line, they're like, here's some virtual reality. Put it on your face and get ready to go.
Well, if they gave it to you while you were in line and you could just like look around, be waiting in like a line for some other thing.
Oh, that'd be blowing minds right there, isn't it? Wouldn't it?
Be a way to make the lines more interesting.
That's true. Yeah. If at least while you're waiting in line, you feel like you're flying on a fighter jet, that's one thing.
Or I thought maybe you'd be waiting in line for something like super exciting. I don't know what. Maybe I don't know. I haven't thought ahead.
Maybe they could just play little games where other people in the virtual reality world with other people while you're waiting in line, or waiting in line in a fantasy land.
Yeah. Oh, where there's like big mushrooms everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
cotton candy trees.
Yeah, but then you can't eat them.
Well, you wouldn't want to lose your place in line to go over to the cotton candy tree, would you?
Yeah, but I don't know. That's not really how it's going to work, these goggles. I mean, you can't get closer to it just because you're walking.
Can't you?
No.
Isn't it how it works?
Well, I think you have a 360 view of everything, but I don't think you can see your hands or anything.
Can't you?
No.
Well, I don't know a thing about virtual reality.
Wow. Not yet.
Is it in 3D?
Yeah. I think most things are now. Not books. That's why people don't read anymore.
That's what books need to do. Books 3D. Wait a second, they did that. They're pop-up books.
Yeah, but they need to make things like, the Diary of Anne Frank pop up. What are the books? The Secret. Pop that book.
I guess. I mean,
what are the books?
That'd be Moby Dick. It's like Moby Dick's coming right at you.
Yeah, pop it. Pop that book.
See, but okay, at that point, doesn't it? It's involving too much technology, right? We've got radio waves flying through the air, electricity in our blood. What's going on?
Oh, I don't understand.
Electrolytes? No, that's good. That's in Gatorade.
Electrolytes are great.
Why are they called electrolytes if they don't power anything? They power me, actually. No, they hydrate me. I don't know anything about electrolytes. I should stop talking about them.
Sports people drink it and they sweat colors. That's what you need to know.
That's what I've learned from Gatorade commercials or Powerade. I'm not sure. I don't want to put the onus on either one of them.
No, but good on you, because that makes me feel like I'm doing something, sporty when I'm drinking Gatorade. But as far as electricity goes, I don't know what that has to do with pop-up books, but I do know.
I'm saying with these 3D pop-up books, maybe they would need electricity to really come at you.
That seems scary. Electric things coming at you, but
iPads, man.
Now, have you
e-Kindles, 3D?
The future has amazing things in store for us, Sebastien.
I'm terrified of the future.
Most of these things involving electricity and the dispersion of radio waves and
the information superhighway.
Yeah, things are flying by and you don't even have to see it. No worry of getting hit by these things because it's just in the air, man.
Oh man, it could be hitting me and I don't even know it though.
Well, this would bring you onto the wrong side of things, Sebastien. Now, have you ever heard of this electromagnetic hypersensitivity?
Yes.
Now, what is your take on this? Well, what is, as far as you know, what are we dealing with?
Basically, we're talking about like living by candlelight, and when you're like in a grocery store where they have like neon lights and stuff, you're wearing like a tinfoil blanket, maybe a tinfoil hat, keep all those electricities out of you.
Keep them away, because they are killing you. Now you rolled your eyes.
I did roll my eyes.
Now, to anyone listening right now who has this electromagnetic hypersensitivity,
I doubt they're listening.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, but we aren't pressing these episodes on vinyl just yet.
No. And even
Flip
then,
to side 2.